Good morning, everyone. All right. Good morning, my beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's hang out and talk and chit chat. You know me, I'm just chilling. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning. So I hope you guys are all having a blessed and amazing morning. As you can probably hear, Rocky is demolishing a new treat I got him today. I got him this cool little bone, and he is having the best time of his life over here munching on it. But I had to come on here because, I got my old channel back, and I hadn't looked at my tags or my mentions on that channel. You guys... Bathrobe Chronicles is still at it, y'all. Only she's doing it from another channel now that is disguised as a gossip tea channel with a whole 8 subscribers on it. Oh my God, you guys. Tagging my boss, tagging me, using my name in the titles of all the videos. It's like I'm exhausted from running fucking laps in this girl's mind for so long. Bathrobe Chronicles, girl, one thing about you, girl, is that you are consistently wrong. You are in a delusion. You make things up that are happening in your mind. It is the most wildest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just a little tip for you. If you're going to make content about me, you need to explain what you're saying, because people don't even know what you're talking about. None of the videos make sense. So I think you think you're doing something, but you're not. You're doing nothing but giving me more information to take when I have to press charges on you for legit harassment. You keep tagging my employer, and I don't think you understand that this is becoming a matter of harassment. You can't keep doing that. You can't be tagging my job and stuff, girl. That's where you've crossed the line. Okay? So I'm trying to give you grace and allow you to be where you're going to be, but I'm telling you, I'm giving you a heads up. You need to stop with the tagging my employer. Okay, you're more than welcome to make video after video about me. Okay, in fact, I encourage you to. All right, because you are promoting me. Okay, the more videos you make talking about me, the more people come to my channel. So thank you. Thank you for the free promotion. Thank you for the shout outs. Thank you so much. The numbers I am doing right now on all social medias have improved emphatically across all platforms. And I want to take the moment to thank Bathrobe Chronicles. Bathrobe Chronicles, thank you. Because you quite literally are doing a lot of the hard work for me. I'm not even having to do it myself. So thank you. But like I said, I am a lot more lenient and understanding, but my boss is like, not. And it's coming, like I said, you're harassing my employer. Okay, so you really need to take a step back and reevaluate what you're doing and realize that it's not doing anything. Okay, you have a whole 8 subscribers on that channel, girl. 8. Not 10, not 20, 8. Anyway, I just had to tell y'all, I was going through my YouTube mentions, and I was just like, what is this? And then I saw it, and I looked at the videos, and I was like, I know exactly what that is. I know exactly who that is, you know. But like I said, thank you for the free promotion. I thank you. So, anyways, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. And I want anybody out here that is a content creator, I want you to learn from me right here, right now. People making videos talking shit about you online, it doesn't do anything to hurt you. Okay? It doesn't hurt you. All right. Do not let it bother you. Do not let it affect you in a negative way. It doesn't bother me at all. At all. Like, in fact, like, thank you. Like I said, hey, Neil, what's up, baby? What's up, baby daddy? That's not really my Neil, but he can be my baby daddy too. We love you, Neil. So let me say hi to everybody. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Bliss Chris. Hey, Christina. Hey, Nick. Hey, Steele. Hey, everybody. So I just want people to understand, like, I am a grown adult woman, and you can have an opinion of me that doesn't agree with me, right? You can, I'm doing great. You cannot like me, and I'm okay with that. You know why? Because I'm a grown woman. I'm an adult. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like me. Okay? And that's how we all need to be. Rocky, you can't steal Paco's bone. Now Paco's not going to have his bone. Here. You want that, Paco? Paco has problems because his teethies are bad. So here, you want to sit by mommy? Okay. I know you want to sit by mommy. So let me get you in a little corner right there. I like to have my little pillow. Okay, like that. And then Rocky, you can sit on the other side of me. I got both. Look at them. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to get myself situated. Okay. I got Rockiana over here on this side. Let me get your bone now. Because I got Rocky a real big look, like that kind of bone. Here you go. Okay, get to work on that. And then I got Mr. Pistol over here working on that. So everybody is happy. Okay, so, but I wanted to come on here since there are people who think that they're going to make me upset or hurt me by making videos about me. I thought it would be a really great topic to discuss with you guys that are in recovery about self-confidence and like knowing yourself. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about facing adversity. We're going to talk about facing people who say negative things about you, untrue things about you. And we're going to talk about overcoming that and not letting it get to us. One thing about me is I'm a 42-year-old woman. Okay. I'm a grown ass fucking woman and I know my truth. Nobody can tell me any different. Okay. I know my truth. I know what I'm about. I know my motives. I know my goals. I know what I want to do, right? Nobody else can say anything about me that's going to make me second guess myself. Not today. Especially not. Have you guys seen me? I have lost 56 pounds in the last 6 months. You can't tell me nothing. Okay? I am so proud of myself. I am feeling better than I've ever felt in my whole entire life. And it is literally because I am working my ass off to lose weight. Okay. And my confidence level is on 12,000. I feel better than I've ever felt. So I know a lot of you guys struggle with your self-esteem because you don't feel good. And I understand that. I can relate. I used to feel the same way. And I want you to know that you don't have to feel like that. Let me get my computer plugged in, y'all. It just showed me low battery. So I'm going to get it plugged in before I lose you guys. Oh. There we go. Yay. Okay. Oh, and I also got Rocky this look. He loves it already. Okay. It's easy to get caught up in like worrying about what other people think or say about you. It's easy to let those people's thoughts of you affect you in a negative way. But I'm telling you guys, like, you know yourself better than any other person knows you, right? So you have to stand up and you have to not allow people to affect you in that way. If somebody doesn't like me, like I said, it's no skin off my back, right? We are all different people. And so not everybody is going to get along. Not everybody is going to like people's content. Not everybody is going to be best friends, right? That is okay. That is okay. Like, I don't know where we went wrong or where society has shifted to where people think that everyone has to get along and everybody has to like each other and everybody has to support each other, because that's not real life. That's not real life. You don't have to like me or support me. And I respect you. Like, I have respect for somebody who can choose their own way and not be a fucking sheep. You know, I know that not everybody is going to get along with me. It's like I don't know what happened. Like I said, something happened in society where it's like a shift and everybody thinks everybody should like them. Everybody gets bent out of shape if somebody has a different opinion of them. And like I said, that don't fucking affect me. I want you to have a different opinion. I want you to have your own fucking thoughts. I want you to be your own person. I encourage that. I encourage you to challenge my beliefs, because when you do that, guess what? That makes me challenge myself. And then guess what happens in return? I grow. I grow because I'm learning new things. And that to me is what recovery is truly all about. Recovery is truly all about learning and growing. Every day I want to elevate. Every day I want to learn something new. Every day I want to be a better person than I was the day before. You know? And I think that we should all strive for that. If everybody strived to be better than they were the day before, we would be in a lot better place. This world would be a lot better place. If everybody strived to be respectful of others, it would be a lot better place too. So when I first started my social media journey, which if y'all don't know this, it was 6 years ago on YouTube and Facebook, I started posting videos. Okay. And when I first started posting videos 6 years ago, if somebody would have made a negative video about me, I would have cried. It would have hurt me so bad. It would have hurt me down to my soul. Okay. I would have let it bother me so much that potentially it could have brought on a relapse, because that is how insecure I was about myself. That's how afraid I was about anyone thinking negatively about me. I didn't want anybody to not like me. I didn't want anybody to disagree with me. I didn't want anybody to any of those things. But today, that's the last way. Today, I do not feel like that anymore. But you know what it took? It took me learning myself. It took me, for many years in active addiction, I lived a very chaotic, drama-filled life with no stability. And when you live a life of chaos and drama and no stability for almost 20 years, and then you get sober from drugs and alcohol, and you don't know how to live your life in a healthy way. I didn't know how to live my life without drama, chaos, and unstable life. And so being in early sobriety, I felt insecure all the time because I was always second guessing myself. I didn't know what I was truly trying to do. I didn't understand recovery. I didn't understand myself. Today, I have a deep understanding of what I want in life and what I expect from others in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I have set healthy boundaries, and I don't allow people into my life that can affect me in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? And that is what helps me stay sober, is because I have separated myself and I stay with people who are going to encourage me and challenge me to do better. You know, hold on, let me type this out for my boss. How affects home prices? Anyway. Hey, what's up, Kim? I love sharing with you guys, but I know exactly what it feels like. And I was just talking to Kim about this the other day. There are going to be so many people in your social media journey. Okay. For those of you guys that are trying to create social media platforms, inspire others, build a community, there are going to be so many people who come into your bubble on social media, and they are going to try to rip you down. They are going to try and discourage you. They are going to try and, throw a wrench into what you got going on. And you just got to keep it moving. Like, that's another thing that I have also learned about negativity and people on social media and trolls, is that I have to just keep it moving. You know what I mean? When I stop and I give those people that attention, that's what they want. Okay, that's what they want. A lot of them, they don't have families that they have in their life. They don't have stability. They have drama and chaos in their life, and they're just they get off by seeing other people hurt because they're hurting. Because that's what people do that are hurting. Hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So I got that posted. Now I got to do Instagram. I'm posting videos for my boss. My boss is, yeah. And so what we talk about here on my channel, and what some of my friends that are also in recovery talk about on their channels, we are not your average recovery content creators. Okay. There's like a group of us recovery content creators that we're not in AA. We're not in NA. We don't believe in abstinence only recovery. We believe that you can heal and grow past your addiction. We don't believe that once an addict, always an addict. We believe that if you want to drink, have a drink with your fucking husband on New Year's Eve, a glass of wine. We believe that you can overcome addiction and do that. You know what I mean? I have plenty of friends who have an occasional drink of wine with dinner on a special holiday, and they don't go back to crack cocaine. They don't go back to shooting methamphetamine. And we share about our thought processes on this kind of stuff. And what happens is a lot of other people in the recovery community aren't where we're at yet. And so when they hear us saying that, they automatically think in their mind, oh, Nicole's in relapse mode. Oh, Kim's in relapse mode. Ronnie's in relapse mode. No, we just don't believe that an inanimate object, a drug or an alcohol, has any control over us, because it doesn't. Drugs and alcohol have no control over us. We choose what we do with our bodies. We choose if we drink, if we use, if we abuse, whatever we do, we choose that today. We're not falling into that mindset and giving our power over to substances anymore. We took our power back, and taking your power back, oh my God, it's the most empowering experience you will ever have in your whole entire fucking life, to not be afraid of drugs and alcohol anymore. Drugs and alcohol are not bad. People got so mad at me yesterday because I was talking about drugs and alcohol not being bad. Drugs and alcohol are not people. They're not living things. They can't be bad or good. These substances like opioids, benzos, these medications, a lot of them save people's lives. Okay? What makes them bad is our behavior centered around the substance, is our choices centered around the substance. Okay. Just like food isn't bad, but my behaviors centered around food are what got me in my situation with food addiction and binge eating disorder. I have binge eating disorder too, Haley, so don't feel bad. Okay. We had to learn to take our power back. And in a lot of these programs, you're taught that you're powerless and that you can never be trusted again. And I want you to know that you can trust yourself. You can get back to a place in your sobriety and in your life where you can do whatever you want to do and not be afraid to do it. You know, it just takes time, and it's not something that happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people expect instant gratification with their recovery. And so, like, just getting started, when you just get started, it's going to take time. You know what I mean? It's going to take time. But you can overcome anything. You can overcome anything. Okay? And you can take your power back from all these situations and have a healthy life, you know? Wake Up World says, hello, our alcohol is literally poison. There's not an upside to it. It's poison. You can kill somebody with it. It is bad. Alcohol, I hate alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. That's a personal choice that I make. But alcohol is only bad if you're abusing it. If you drink alcohol like a regular human being, not alcoholically, not like a drunk, okay, then you could have a glass of wine at dinner once every 6 months and not die from it. In fact, drinking a glass of wine has been proven that it can be healthy for your like heart and blood. But that's the problem here, is that people become dependent and addicted to alcohol. Okay? And so that's where the problem lies. It's the behavior centered around the substance. The substance itself isn't doing anything to you. It's you making the choice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all aren't ready to talk about this because you guys have been literally brainwashed by AA and NA in the treatment industry. And so it makes people really mad when I come on and I tell you that it's your behaviors. It's your behavior around alcohol. It's your behavior around food. It's your behavior around whatever substance it is. It's the behavior. It's the compulsion. Okay? So, yeah. It's okay. You can feel the way you want to feel. That's up to you. Okay? But if you're abusing something, it's going to be negative for you, because when you're abusing it, you're taking it and you're not drinking, you're not doing it the way it's supposed to be done, which is like a regular person. Us addicts and alcoholics, we do everything in like extremes. You know what I'm saying? I know, because I did it. I was an extreme user of methamphetamine. I was an extreme user of cocaine. I was an extreme user of opioids. Today, I choose not to use those substances. Okay? I choose not to every single day. And that's what you're doing. When you're staying sober, you're choosing not to use those substances. I want you to know that you are saving your life. That's you. That's your work you're putting into it. You know? You are putting in the work to change your behaviors. Okay? And that's what I really want a lot of you guys to start understanding, is that there's nobody that's going to come out of the bushes and save you. It is your choice and actions that is going to save you. It is you who is going to save you. Can't save her. She don't want to be saved. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. This virtual state. Morning, Megan. Hey, Jacqueline. What's up, girl? I have 4 years clean and people still look at me like I'm still running around in the streets. I came home 2020, got married, got a career, got my first home, and my family still think that I'm getting high. LV, dude, I am so sorry that you're going through that. You know what I'm saying? That sucks. Does it work? Part 2. You know? Representation. Empty room. I'll tell you this, all right? To visualize how this I'll tell you this. Whenever I got sober from drugs and alcohol, it took, oh gosh, it took probably, it took over a year, okay, for my mother and my father to like really believe that I was not using substances. And they actually sent me a train ticket, okay? Let me tell you all this story real fast. I'm trying to download something at the same time as I talk to you guys. Okay, so when I first got sober back in 2015, y'all know I got sober July 13th of 2015. When I first got sober, my mom and dad had just moved to New York. They moved to New York while I was in active addictions still. So they had been there for like 2 or 3 years. And my parents had watched me for like 15 years try to get sober and stay sober, right? I would get sober and then I would relapse. Then I would get sober and then I would relapse. Then I would get sober, then I would relapse. And so my mom and dad were like, what is really going on with her, you know? And so once I had a year sober, my dad and my mom sent a train ticket for me, my husband, and my son to come to New York to see them. And I truly believe it was because they wanted to see me in real life, you know, and see my behaviors. But I want to say it probably took about 4 years before my mom and dad truly trusted me, because for the longest time, they still gave me gift cards. They wouldn't give me money for Christmas or birthdays. Now they 100% know and support my sobriety. My dad gives me money on Christmas and doesn't send me gift, like, you know, that kind of stuff. And so it took time for them to trust me again, because I had tried to get sober without success for so many times. And I try to look at it from their perspective of watching their daughter kill herself for almost 20 years. And so I know that it can be really hard to see it from their perspective, but try to look at it from their perspective and try to be more understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just because they love you and they're afraid. Okay. When your family members are, you know, not trusting you or accusatory and thinking you, it's because they are fearful. They are full of fear, and fear is running their life. Okay. They're waiting every day when they would wake up when you were in addiction, they were waiting for the call that you would be dead. I want y'all to really try to understand that. Okay. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about every morning when you wake up, thinking about your son or daughter. Okay. And knowing that they are in the streets on drugs. All right. And you can't do anything to save them. I want you to think about what that would feel like to be a son, a mother or father, if you don't have kids, and be worried every single day that your child is going to die, that you are going to get a phone call that your son or daughter is deceased, and then try to take a step back and look at it from that perspective. Okay, like seriously. That is the most difficult thing, you know, to be mourning your son or daughter while they're still alive. That's what our moms and dads were doing. Our moms and dads were mourning us and we were living. So that gives me a lot more grace for my mom and dad and my family members. You know what I'm saying? I think the family member that took the longest to come around was my baby sister. My baby sister, Christine, used to like really look up to me when I was younger, and she's the baby and I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest of 3 girls. And so when I got sober, she was the sister that took the longest to trust me again. She was the sister that took the longest to actually believe that I was going to stay sober. You know what I mean? And I understand why. She was also my sister who is like super duper dependable. She was the sister that always had a full-time job and was always working and making money. And she was the sister who I would go to when I had no money, and I would ask her for money when I was in active addiction. So I understand why, my sister took such a long time to trust me. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here, Snickle. This is Rocky Balboa Pludre, and he is 6 months old. Say hi. Or 5 months old. 5 months old. He was born in December. And he is my heart. Huh, buddy? So he's right here with me. Do you have a career in helping addicts or people? No, I work in social media account management. Good morning. I was in active addiction for close to 20 years. I probably now have 16 months clean. Oh, that's awesome, Blue. Congratulations. Yes, y'all love him. I love him. Him is my baby. He wants to play right now. As you can see, he's being ornery. But no, I don't work at a treatment center or anything like that. Let me see what y'all are saying. I'm sorry if I haven't been reading y'all's comments. Hold on. New to the channel. I look forward to seeing what content you have. Thank you, Renee. That's true. They probably had to grieve seeing you over and over again. Absolutely. Absolutely. Changing your behavior changes your thinking. 100%. Yes. Getting clean from opioids was one of the most hardest things to overcome. It's definitely a challenge. Absolutely. Yes. Changing any behavior that you've practiced for many, many years, you guys, is a challenge, right? So I don't want you to look at it as getting sober and getting off drugs. I want you to think about it from this perspective. Think about it from the perspective of any change that you've had to make in your life. I'm going to share with you guys a perspective, okay? This is going to open your mind. I've been sober for almost 9 years. I'll have 9 years sober July 13th. The hardest thing that I have done recently is lose 56 pounds and change my behaviors around food, okay? When my husband asked me, he said, I want to ask you a question. What do you think was harder, getting sober or losing weight? 100% losing fucking weight. Losing weight. Because I have to see food every single day. I have to come face to face with my triggers, food, every day. Okay? And it has been such a hard thing to do for me to challenge and change my behavior centered around food. And so when you think about it like that, any person who has practiced something for a really long time, drug addiction is something that we practiced, okay? We didn't wake up one day. We were not born shooting up, you guys. We weren't born snorting rails. We weren't born popping pills. We had to practice these behaviors every single day for many, many years. So when you step out and you look at it as like a behavior issue, and you look at people who have been 20-year drug addicts, it makes you really open your mind and give them a lot more grace because they're changing a behavior they've practiced for 20 years. Okay, a lot of people say, why don't you just stop? Why don't you just stop using meth and stop doing this and stop doing that? When you look at it from the point of view of a behavior that you have practiced for 20 years, it's a lot easier to understand. It's hard to change when you have done something for many, many years. It's a challenge. And so it takes time. I remember when I started the my healthy eating and my exercising. The first month, I remember when 30 days passed, and I know this is how y'all feel getting off drugs too. Your 30 days passed and you're like, what the fuck did I do? I'm not seeing any results. I still feel like shit. I haven't lost any weight. I'm still depressed. Like, this sucks. And you just want to give up. You just want to quit. Because making changes takes time for the change to set in and actually catch up. You know what I mean? And so it's the same thing whenever you're getting sober. It's like we want to see all the results of our hard work that we put in right away. And it just doesn't happen like that. It's slow and it's steady. And It's a constant. We have to constantly keep making positive changes, and every positive change that you make will lead to the next step. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people, when they come in here and they hear me talking about taking your power back, and I talk about you can overcome your addiction and heal past it. I want you guys to really, really listen to me when I'm telling you guys that. I want you to know that drugs do not consume my life anymore. I do not wake up in the morning struggling to stay away from methamphetamine. I do not wake up in the morning struggling to stay away from alcohol. I do not wake up in the morning struggling to stay away from any substance. I am free today. I have a freedom I've never felt in my whole entire life. I have been healed from my addiction. My mind doesn't think like that anymore. When I have something happen to me that's bad in my life, because I have bad things happen, okay? When I have something bad happen to me in my life, I want to share with you the way my mind used to work. So I had a friend pass away the other day from an overdose, okay? And in the past, before I got sober, and even in the first couple of years of my sobriety, if I had lost somebody, I would have immediately resorted back to going out to use drugs to escape the feelings that I was feeling. I would immediately want to not feel. And I would go and I would get high, and I would go on a bender, and I would go hide to escape reality. Today, in recovery, what my life is about today, when I experience an uncomfortable feeling, I feel it. Today, when I have something bad happen to me, I don't go, oh, I need to immediately change the way I feel. I need to escape this now. No, I feel the feeling. I let myself cry. I let myself be angry. I let myself, get frustrated. And I'm okay with that. I give myself grace today because I'm allowed to feel. Feelings are normal. When we were on drugs and alcohol, every single one of us was trying to escape the way we felt. We didn't want to feel that way. And I want you also to hear me when I say this. You feeling the way you feel is a gift. That sensitiveness that you have, that empathy that you have, that makes you different than everybody else. People pointed it out. I know they have, because they pointed out to me as well. Your mom and dad, they always said, oh, well, little Johnny, he's the sensitive one of the family. Or little Jessica, she's the one, she relates to people like I've never seen before. Or she has a connection with people and animals. That's what sets us apart. That's why we are the way we are. That's why a lot of us want to use substances to not feel those feelings. Because it's overwhelming at times. It's overwhelming to feel other people's feelings and to feel their pain. It can be very, very consuming, And I know y'all know what I'm talking about because I know y'all do, because when I was a kid, I always used to be the one who was crying, or the one who was seeing somebody who was hurting or who was disabled, a person, like somebody that struggled. They were on crutches. They couldn't walk. They were in a wheelchair, and it would make me hurt so bad for them. And nobody else was like that. All the other kids didn't even take notice to that. But I took notice to that. You know what I mean? And so I want you to think about it. Think about the way you were and how different you were, because most of us were like that. Most of us were so different. And a lot of the reasons why we use substances was because of our overpowering feelings, our overpowered feelings that we felt that made us feel different and weird. And now those same things that used to make me feel like I was weird or different or weak are my strengths today. They are the things that make me who I am. They're the things that attract people to me the most now, because people can relate to me, So, but so when you're dealing with like, it's a lot of stuff goes on in our minds when we're coming off drugs and alcohol. It's a lot of us are affected deeply mentally, deeply. And so I just want people to understand. I want to encourage you guys. I want y'all to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And I want you to know that there is a life past your addiction. There is a life past recovery. And the reason why I want you guys to know this is because I'm just getting into this part of my recovery, of my life, where I'm like, what is next? I'm so much more than the past drugs that I used to do. You know what I mean? I'm so much more than all those mistakes that I made when I was getting high. What's next for me? What's on the other side of this? I feel like it's really easy for us to put ourselves in like a box and like hold ourselves in that one area for a long time because we get comfortable. I've gotten comfortable. How do I explain this? My default is talking about drug addiction and telling y'all story times from my past. Like, it's easy for me. I can reflect back on that part of my life and laugh today and share these things with you guys. But I'm trying to find what's next for me. What's on the other side of being sober for 9 years. And so I've been getting more into like doing things with my son. I really want to like invest more time into helping my little boy find who he is as a person and what makes him tick and what, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so much more than us just being sober, you guys, from drugs and alcohol. But I don't want to discourage anybody if you're at the point in your life where it's just all about you being sober from drugs and alcohol. I don't want you to think that I'm dissing you or nothing like that. I'm just telling you guys that, like, I'm coming up on a point in my life where I'm like, okay, what's the next step? What's the next step for me? And I'm just sharing that with you guys, So, but yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place with this live today. I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about, negativity and people saying things about you online and you letting it affect you. You know what I mean? And I think I think that I was able to convey and bring across the message that you cannot let people who don't even know you in real fucking life, who comment shit to you on the internet, hurt you. Okay? Like, I have to remind myself every single day, like, these people do not even know me. The other day, one of my girlfriends who has known me for 20 something years, we went to high school together, kindergarten, okay? She texted me because she saw a bunch of hate comments on my Facebook reel. And she was like, girl, I got so caught up in the comment section because all these people were saying these horrible things about you. And I'm like, I know her. I grew up with her, And you cannot, listen to me, guys. I want every single one of y'all to hear me when I say this. You cannot fight with stupid. You cannot argue back and forth with people who already have their mind made up about you. Let those people be where they're going to be. Baby, if you think that I'm the body broker, if you think that I'm a witch bitch, then baby, I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. Okay? One less person I got to worry about. Go on. And I don't want you guys to feel like you have to stick up for me, because you don't. Okay? You don't. Let's ignore those people. Ignore the negativity, and what I do want to do is I want to connect with the people who are positive, who are lifting each other up. No chewing on the wire. Rocky, no. Sorry, Rocky was trying to chew on my plug-in. I want to connect with the people who are lifting each other up, who are building each other up, who are helping each other, who are positive. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that we need to take our time talking with and helping. Fuck everybody else. You want to say hi to everybody again? Come here. Oh, never mind. Did y'all see Rocky? Yeah, he was trying to chew on the wire, girl. I didn't have an appointment with them, yo. Why do y'all keep on sending me this? This is Rocky. Isn't he the cutest? Oh, Rocky. Why are you being so ornery? Why are you being so ornery? Oh, he wants. I love him so much. I don't even have a clean date. Don't even know the month. Just know I stopped using early 2018. That's okay. You don't have to have one. Just say you got sober in 2018 if that's what you want to do. Don't, y'all. There are going to be people on the YouTube side. If you're in here chatting, just ignore them. What happens on YouTube, let me show y'all something really fast, okay? Over on YouTube, they are pushing my videos out because I'm vertically streaming, okay? So when I vertically stream, what happens is YouTube is pushing the vertical streams out to everybody, people that don't even know who I am. And so there are going to be weird people just coming in the chat and commenting weird shit. Okay, there's no point there's no point in even engaging with them because they're I don't even know. It's just weird. So just let them comment. As you can see, there was some guy in here earlier that kept on commenting, "Do you watch PORN? Do you watch PORN?" over and over again. Just ignore them. Okay? I do not get it. They are just weirdos. Just weirdos. That's all there is to it. They're just weirdos who come into the chat and just say stuff to be saying it. I don't know if it's little kids. I don't know. But YouTube is pushing these vertical streams. So this live will get thousands of views because YouTube's pushing the vertical streams out. I know. And I wouldn't even say they're trolls. They're just like people that come out of nowhere because they're not here to troll me. They don't even know who I am. They're just trolling YouTube shorts, or YouTube reels or YouTube lives, whatever it's called. But we're live streaming on both platforms. I'm on YouTube and Facebook. So what do you guys have? Do y'all have any questions or what do y'all want to talk about next? And I know like it makes people so mad when I say that like drugs aren't bad. I don't know why people get so upset about that. But the reason why I'm saying that to you guys is because we can't blame drugs for our behaviors. Okay? We can't blame substances for the choices that we made. We have to take responsibility for that. Okay? That's what I'm trying to convey to people. What would you say to someone who also used Suboxone as a drug on top of anything and everything? I would say not to use it because it's probably not a good avenue for you if you were abusing it. There's actually a Discord named Professional YouTube Trolls, bunch of twits that get together and raid streams and try to ruin them. Oh, really? Yeah, that's why I just ignore them. Because if I don't engage with them, then they can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I am just at a point in my recovery where like I really realized that the things that I was doing were my own making. I caused my own problems because of the choices that I was making, So if everybody gets to a point, right, where they start to realize, wow, you will get there too in your own recovery, where you get to a point and you realize, wow, the problems I was having was because of the dumb shit I was doing. I was choosing to put myself in these really bad situations, And so you have to choose different. It's the bottom line. It's all about changing your behaviors, So Yeah, so a lot of people abuse medication assisted treatment. I abused methadone like nobody's business. It was one of my drugs of choice. Okay. And so, and that's why I tell people, like, if you had a bad experience, no, if you had a bad experience with methadone or Suboxone, only you know that. So if it didn't work for you, then you know that it's not going to be an option for you to use as a form of mat recovery. Just like whenever I got sober in 2015, I knew that I wasn't going to go to my doctor and say, hey, doc, can I get some methadone prescription? Because I know that I liked to abuse it. And that's how I did it. And so we know ourselves best. We have to be honest with ourselves, you know? Good job, Alex. I'm proud of you, babe. I'm really proud of you. Good job. I lived as a mother of a drug addict for at least 30 years. I waited for the call every day to tell me that he died. Make 30 years seem shorter. He did try to recoup with many structured programs, but could never quite get there. Anyway, I did get the call to tell me he had died. His heart, due to drugs, finally gave up. I hope that if anyone thinks they are making it with drugs, the drugs will get you sooner or later, even if they have to take your health away. Yep, that someone will benefit from. Thank you, Pauline. I'm so sorry that you lost your son. I guess I think she's probably at the part of my life where I was talking about our family members having to mourn us while we were living. You know? So, anyway, that's what it was like for our family members, you know, guys. And I do want people to also understand, like, there's levels to substance use disorder. Like, a lot of people, you know, they'll use like sporadically, and, you know, they might lose a job or, you know, get a ticket for driving under the influence. But they, you know, I want you to understand that when I share about my substance use disorder, I was completely out of control. I used drugs and alcohol every single day of my life. I was injecting these drugs. I couldn't go without them. I ruined my life with substances. Okay. I abused them to the utmost extreme. And so I had an extreme problem with substances when that was addicted to Delsum and Air Duster. So I guess, yeah, Air Duster and Delsum, 100%. And there, you can be, you guys, addiction is all about behaviors. Remember we were talking about before? You can be addicted to anything. Anything could be an addiction. It doesn't have to be a drug or a substance. It can be a behavior, you know? Good job, Valerie. That's amazing. I totally support methadone recovery. I just couldn't use methadone specifically because I abused it. I abused the fuck out of that shit, girl. Hey, Kaylee, what's up? Yes, I was high. I was so addicted to drugs, you guys. I was shooting meth, shooting cocaine. Okay, I was shooting meth, cocaine, and opioids every day. All right. My life was completely out of control. I used substances throughout my whole pregnancy. Okay. I'm being so freaking honest with y'all. I chose drugs and alcohol over my child. Okay. And I'm being honest. That is the truth. And so I am so grateful that I got a second chance. I'm so grateful that I was able to turn my life around and get the help that I needed, you know? So, you know, when people ask me, you know, do I hate drugs? I loved getting high. I loved the way drugs made me feel. But what happens on the other side of that is anything that makes you feel so good, anything that brings you so high, there's another side to that. What goes up must come down. And so on the other side of that is the crash. On the other side of that is losing your loved ones. On the other side of that is losing yourself and your life. And so is it worth it? Is it worth it for that high? And that's what I have to remind myself every single day. Is it worth it for that temporary high? Because that's what it is. It's temporary. But the things that happen to you because of it will be permanent. And death is permanent. One of my ex-boyfriends was shooting meth and he thought I was there when I wasn't. And I was cheating on him right next to him. I hate that. I didn't know it was psychosis. Marina, baby girl, I am the meth psychosis queen. If you need to know anything about psychosis, just ask your girl. Because I was in a constant state of psychosis for like 7 years. Yeah, that's me. Andrea says, I'm 50 and I used meth for over 30 years and I currently have 110 days clean. I have fought this battle a long time. My family is now in my corner after a long road with jails and institutions. Great job, Andrea. I'm really freaking proud of you, man. I know how hard it is to stop using stimulants after so many years. I talked about this in a shorter video on my account here on Facebook and on YouTube, where I talked about the damage that methamphetamine does to our brains and how it makes our brain produce more dopamine than any drug. So when we get sober from stimulants, methamphetamine particularly, it is so hard to stay sober because we feel so shitty afterward. And so for 7 years of my sobriety, I battled debilitating depression and feeling really, really shitty, lethargic, tired all the time. I want you guys to know, if you are in recovery from methamphetamine and you've just gotten sober, please listen to me. Get healthy. Start working out. Start eating healthy. Start drinking plenty of water. Make sure you're getting outside for at least 30 minutes to an hour every single day. And this is going to help your mental health so much. Okay? Because what is happening in your brain right now, if you're getting sober from meth, is your brain is trying to return back to homeostasis where it can produce dopamine on its own at a regular level. And you are going to feel tired and depressed and lethargic and feel like no. I want you to know that that's a normal feeling to experience. And you're going to have to do things to induce dopamine being produced naturally in your brain, like eating healthy foods, working out, getting out in the sunshine. Okay. These things are going to help you. I wish that someone had told me this when I got sober from meth, because what I did was I became addicted to food and I locked myself in my home and I became a hermit and I gained 100 pounds in recovery from meth. So please hear me when I'm saying this. If you're in recovery from methamphetamine, particularly, you have to get your health in check and you need to be focusing on exercise, diet, and mental health. It'll help you. I'm telling you. I wish someone had told me this early on. I'm so happy for you that you turned your life around. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Valerie, I am so sorry. I hope you get your baby back. Okay. I'm a mama with a teen son that's struggling. I gave him up to his eyeballs in behavioral health and drug classes. Your words are so wise. I'm so happy, Bethany. My mom lost me to meth and she got me back and has been clean for nearly 20 years. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Your education helped me understand something I've never thought I could get through or understand. Love hearing about your recovery. Hey, Marina. Thank you, baby. Yeah, Valerie, just ignore that Frankie person. People are so fucked up. Like, I don't even know why they say this stupid shit. Okay? Anybody who's willing to change their life deserves a second chance. Okay? And I will tell you guys this right now. Do not come in here bashing mothers. Okay? Because until you have had your own child, and if you're a man, you can't have a baby, okay, you don't know what the fuck's up. All right. So don't come in here bashing a mother who struggled with substance use disorder and is trying to turn her life around to get her children back. Because there are a lot of mothers who don't even try to get their kids back. There are a lot of mothers who give their kids up to the system and go back out and stay out. Okay. So a woman who is trying to change her life and heal and get better and for her child, baby, it is hard work. I know. I did it. I lost custody of my son because of my addiction, and I got custody of my son back. Can't nobody tell me fucking nothing. Yeah, people can't understand unless they have been there. And then each story is different. Yeah, 100%. And a lot of people don't want to try and understand, okay? They just want to judge others. So that's why don't even pay those people any mind. They're just stupid. You know? But anyways, I've really had fun chit-chatting with you guys today. I'm trying to go live more often here on Facebook and YouTube and connect with you guys. So I hope that y'all see that, and I hope you're enjoying it because I am. Look who finally decided to come sit down and chill out and be a good boy. Yeah, it's easy to pass judgment on people when you haven't even experienced any fucking adversity in your life. And I like to think a lot of it is like little kids saying stuff like that. You know what I mean? I like to think a lot of it is people who have no life experience, you know? So just remember, you guys, like I said, people say the stupidest shit to me. I hear it all day, every day. And I honestly just ignore it. I just ignore it. Because if you're online and you're being brave enough to share your story, especially something as serious as recovering from drug addiction, maybe you are strong. You are strong. You can't let nobody affect you in that negative way. You know? So, anyway, I love you guys, and I really had fun today. I'm glad we went live. For those of you guys that don't know, I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook and a TikTok and an Instagram, and it's all under the name Discovering Nicole. I would love to have you guys support over on all my platforms. So if you don't mind, shoot me a follow, and I will see you guys live tomorrow. Okay? I love y'all, and I hope you have a great freaking day.